Is one obliged to seek knowledge if one is busy with worldly responsibilities? You're obliged to seek knowledge to get your religious practice going well. So you need to know how to pray, you need to know how to fast, you need to know how to recite the Quran to a basic degree. Um, I'm just talking about being able to make it sound like Arabic, not necessarily with the rules of tajweed applied. You need to know the rulings of halal and haram, so you're not earning something haram, you're not eating something haram. And you need to know how to pay your zakat if you have wealth. You need to know how to perform the hajj when you go for the hajj. You need to know how to fast because you're going to have to fast, right? Even if you can't fast, there are exceptions. You need to know those rulings. For ladies, rulings on menstruation. Even men, actually, there are rulings that pertain to them in this topic. So knowing these things is a priority, even if you're working. So you might be working 9 to 5, you might be working more, but you have to make some time to get this element in. And most people study them in their teens, these things, or in the early 20s, or most people make time for this, and this is great. And you should. If you haven't done it in the past, make a schedule. Even if you spend all your free time in the mosque and you're praying or you're helping manage the mosque, stop that until you get your fard down, because without your fard knowledge that you need to know, is personally obligatory on you to know, then you can't do any of the other things properly. You won't know about the significance of sincerity. So any other deed you may do, all the other intentions that creep in might just take root there. You need to know how to worship Allah. It's not just outwardly, but there's also inward things. How to avoid certain actions, how to avoid certain things regarding the tongue. All of these things are very important. So and you need to know what kind of person Allah wants you to be. Are you going to be a person that's just nurtures hasad in your heart, jealousy, so you just go around harming people and trying to remove the good from their lives that Allah has given them? No, right? It's I hope that you wouldn't, because Allah hates that. And hasad burns up your good deeds. So all of these things, even if you're working, make some time for it. Take an evening out and with some structured study, go and learn these things, and it will benefit you. Once you have this fard ain, then anything extra on top, it's up to you. The more you do, the more you'll benefit. But once you have the fard ain, great. The people who I've seen who benefit a lot in their deen, or the people who can face the challenges and the temptations of life with the most success, are those who regularly attend classes with a scholar. There's the barakah that comes down, the mercy, the sakina that comes down, and all the other benefits of just being in the presence of a scholar, someone learning about, someone teaching you about how to maintain your relationship with Allah and improve your relationship with Allah. So how to be like the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to know the Messenger more, so you can follow him better. Being in the company of someone like this, in a class like this, brings a tremendous amount of good. So these people, even after the fard, when they continue, they continue to improve. So, and don't just restrict it to one science, right? Keep studying fiqh, and study the amount of aqidah you need to know. Don't get into tangential discussions that don't concern the layman, and you just keep studying the sirah, the shama'il, the khasa'is of the Prophet, as I said earlier, and the tafsir of the Quran. And if you do these things, your deen will just keep growing and growing and growing, right? And Allah knows best.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله